So this is about the little bit we have already discussed the different states of matter, and we have already discussed there are four different differences between the different states of matter. Now I am going to describe actually what is the reason between the transformation of matter. Transformation is from conversion from, let's suppose, from solid to the liquid or from liquid to the gas, and there should be a maybe a vice versa process from gases to liquid or the solid. So you have given me an example. Let's repeat this one. If there is the conversion of ice or solid means the ice from solid state to the liquid state in the water molecule. Actually, why this is going to be melted and what is the reason behind this one? क्यों ऐसा प्रोसेस हो रहा है? Why the ice melts? Because of शाबाश, ये तो डेली लाइफ में, ये इसमें कोई साइंस नहीं. Due to शाबाश, the difference in temperature, or we scientifically we called it due to the absorption of heat. When the ice gets heat, then it is converted from solid to the liquid form. So actually the involvement of heat is necessary, and if you want to freeze the water, then also there is also involvement of the heat. That means you have to cool down the temperature. You have to lower the temperature up to 0 degrees Celsius. Then the water will freeze and it is converted from liquid to the solid. It's clear? So only I have discussed only one reason behind the transformation of all states of matter, and that is called the heat. So there are now I am going to differentiate between these two, the form of the heat in the form of the absorption or in the form of the emission. So when they absorb the heat, then the ice melts to the water. So that means if you give the heat, then the melting is going to start. And if you lower the temperature, that means you are decreasing the temperature. That means the heat is evolved out of the system and then it is converted into the solid. So absorption of heat से क्या हो रहा है? Solid से liquid में जा रहा है, और emission of heat से क्या हो रहा है? Liquid से solid की तरफ convert हो रहा है. That's clear? And this all process is going to happen out of all three types of the state of matter. Let's first look at the no technical terms. What I have given you the exercise. Now use the proper term which is going to define the specific transformation of one form of the matter to another form. Let's suppose the first one is the if I convert the solid to the liquid. See, याद आपके पास arrow जो है वो. If I convert the solid to the liquid, then I will give the heat to the system, to the solid. जब heat ये absorb करेगा, then it will convert from solid to the liquid state. And this process is called the melting, and this is the melting of ice. You are using the same term in your daily life. Okay? And when the liquid is converted into the solid, and this process is called the freezing. So melting specifically defines the conversion of solid to liquid, and the freezing specifically defines the conversion of liquid to the solid. So there are the both way you may move from solid to the liquid or from liquid to the solid. Arrow जो है वो arrow आपको define कर रहा है भाई. So if there is the melting, then absorption of heat is involved. If there is the freezing, then emission of heat is involved. Just remember this term. So absorption of heat, you are going to convert from the solid to the liquid state, and the emission of heat, you are moving backward direction. Okay. Now the other conversion is if the liquid is converted into the gases, and this is the same process we have already discussed right now. This process is called the evaporation. When the liquid evaporates, it is converted into steam, and this process is called the evaporation process. So it is easy to remember. There is no any specific technical terms which is difficult to remember in your mind. And if it is converted from gas to the liquid, and then the process is called the condensation. Like I have already given you the example condensation, that is one example is the fall of rain. When the gaseous molecule or the steam molecules are condensed, then they start falling, and this process is actually the rain. Okay, so from gas from liquid to the gas, it is the evaporation, and from gas to the liquid, this is called the condensation. Clear? Now there is the third example is there may be the direct conversion from the gas to the solid, and maybe from solid to the gas. So this is the last one example. So solid may directly convert into the gas, or the gas may be directly converted into the solid. So if this is the process, if the solid is directly converted into the gas, that process is called the sublimation process. So sublimation process is the direct conversion of the solid into the gas. And the reverse phenomena is the when the gas is converted into the solid, this process is called the deposition. So actually there are two new terms which it may be difficult to remember. These are called the sublimation and the deposition. Maybe there are some experiment we will do in the lab. So all other four terms are very familiar to you. So you can easily remember all these four terms. And this is called the states of matter and transformation of matter from one form to another form. It is clear? Now we are going to again moving to the exercise. So I will just finish after actually because I am recording this video. So actually these are the six processes we have already discussed. So the exercise is you have to connect any of the points, and then you yourself decide actually what process is there happening with the transformation of matter from one form to the other form. Maybe from the liquid to solid, or from solid to gas, or from gas to solid. So there are six processes. You have to write down here what process actually, which line is going to connect here, and describing this behavior. Let's suppose condensation. Where is the condensation over in this picture? So this will be clear in your mind. If I ask, where is the condensation? Gas to liquid. So which points you will be going to connect? You will take one point from the gas, another point from the liquid. So this process, maybe you will connect this point to this point and write down this is called the condensation process. So this is actually the exercise to further clear your concept. If you connect rightly all the possible points, that means this is understood what I am going to teach you in this class. Clear? Now moving to the classification of matter. We have discussed the states of matter. Now we are going to discuss the classification of matter. How can we classify the matter? So in the first class we have already discussed what is the matters which is can take up space and having the mass. Everything you are visualizing here is made up of matter. See, सब matter है यहाँ पे. Now further they are converted. There are the two forms. One is the pure substance. One is the mixture. See, I am going to further classify the matters into the two forms. One is the pure substance and other one is the mixture. So pure substance mixture means this is also common term you are using in your mixing more than one compounds of the molecules or the substances or anything. Like if you mix any of the two forms, this will give you the mixture. ये आप use करते हैं कि ये mixture है, ये दो चीजों का तीन चीजों का mixture. This is called the mixture. Mixture of different colors, like this the different textile materials having mixture of different dyes. सही है, different जो colors आपके आ रहे थे वो क्या mixture की terms use करते हैं. So when you use the mixture, that means you are talking about more than one substance. And if there is only one substance, that means it is the pure substance. Okay? So it is very simple to remember the states of matter. classification of matter. Matter is divided into the two forms. One is the pure or one form, another is the combination of more than one form. And it may be two, three, or maybe hundreds. It is up to the mixture which is with containing the different types of the molecules. Clearing the first thing. Now we are going to further subdivide mixture and the pure substance. So substance में देखें, now substance is further divided into the two forms. One is the element, other one is the compound, and the both are the pure substance. Element is also a pure substance, and the compound is also a pure substance. Because if I ask what are the types of the pure substance, so there are two types of the pure substance. One is the element, other one is the compound, and this is also very simple to remember. Although the definition is written over here, element is, this we have also defined in the first class, any fundamental element which is present in the periodic table, like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Today we discuss the sodium. This is also called a element. Sodium element, oxygen element, hydrogen element. A single form is called the element. The atom is the general term. Any the indivisible particle of the matter is called the atom. Atom जो है वो ये सब atom है. Element is also a matter. ठीक है? But now we are going to define which type of atom is this. I am going to define this is the carbon atom. So carbon is the element. Of course, it will be a atom. सही है? Now the compound is the combination of at least two elements. And here you can find the example, like today we have also used the water. Water is the combination of two elements. One is the oxygen, another one is the hydrogen. So this is called the compound. And this is also another example is sodium chloride, salt, table salt you are using in your home. This is the sodium chloride, and it is the combination of two elements. One is the sodium, another one is the chloride. That is called the salt. And here another example is written over here. This is the calcium carbonate. Calcium is another element. Carbonate is the ion, but carbon and oxygen, there are three elements are present in this formula. Calcium carbonate, how many elements are present? Three elements. One is the calcium, carbon and oxygen. So this is the combination of three elements and it is called the compound. अब देखें ये जब तक यही है ये कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट ही रहेगा, वाटर है तो वाटर ही रहेगा. दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज कॉल्ड द प्योर सब्सटेंस. वाटर के अंदर कुछ और ऐड हो जाएगा तो फिर वाटर नहीं रहेगा, वो कुछ और चीज बन जाएगी. ठीक है? When it is H2O, it will remain the H2O and it is called the water. When it is the calcium carbonate, it will remain as the calcium carbonate and it will be a pure substance. So now just finish the left side of the diagram. So we have divided the matter into the two forms. One is the pure substance and one is the mixture. And pure substance is further divided into the element and the compound. Element is the single unit, and the compound is more than one unit. It may be a 2 or 3, 4, and so on. It may up to the nature of the compound. Now look at the mixture. Mixture is further divided into the two forms. One is the homogeneous and other one is the heterogeneous. Homo means same, hetero different. So because mixture is also a combination of more than one substances, ठीक है? More than one substances है, आगे हम बताएंगे. Homogeneous mean same phase के ऊपर, have a similar phase. Like if you dissolve sugar into the water molecule, सही है? शुगर में घर में शरबत बनाते हैं, तो शुगर आपने वाटर में डिसॉल्व की, then can you see the difference between the sugar and the water after the formation of syrup? You cannot differentiate, and it is the mixture. Why it is called the mixture? Sugar and water, it is not a compound, it is not the element, it is the mixture. Why it is the mixture? शाबाश बताएं. Exactly, because it is the combination of two compounds. If there is the single compound, then it is the definition of the compound. And compound is the having more than one element. More than one element is called the compound. And when there are more than one compounds, it forms the mixture. Clear? Element to the compound and then compound to the mixture. So why the sugar, the mixture of sugar and water is called the mixture? Because it is having sugar and the water. Water is another compound or the molecule. Sugar is another compound and the molecule, and you are going to mix, and that's why this is called the mixture. Clear? And now we are going to differentiate either this mixture is the homogeneous mixture or the heterogeneous mixture. What do you say about this? The formation of syrup with the sugar and water, is it homo or hetero? Why homo? Exactly, because you cannot separate the sugar from the water. It looks like they are in a uniform or a single phase. जब आप सिरप में आप जो भी उसका कलर होगा, आप उसमें जामी श्री मिलाते हैं, जो मर्जी मिला दें, it will form a one. It looks like a one phase, one form, and that is called the homo form. That's why this mixture is called the homogeneous mixture. Clear? Now, what about the heterogeneous mixture? That is the compound having different phases. आप oil लें, oil को water में आप add कर दें, then can you separate, or either these mix up or they will remain separated entity? सेपरेट जो रहेंगे, आप घर में भी यूज कर सकते हैं. ये जितनी भी एग्जांपल है, बार बार ये कह रहे हैं, इसमें आपको कोशिश ये की गई आपके जो डेली लाइफ के अंदर आते हैं आप उसको साइंटिफिकली अंडरस्टैंड करें. व्हेन यू हैव अ थिंकिंग अबाउट दिस टर्मिनोलॉजी, यू कैन थिंक अबाउट दिस इज द एक्चुअली द साइंस यू आर टॉकिंग टू इन योर डेली लाइफ. ठीक है, तो हेटेरोजेनियस में आपने क्या किया, या एक और एग्जांपल है, वाटर लिया, वाटर के अंदर आपने पत्थर डाल दिए, सही है, रॉक्स के आपने ग्रेवल्स लिए, ग्रेवल्स यू पुट इनटू द वाटर. This is also called a mixture of water and gravels, and this mixture is called the homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture, because you can identify two components separately in the mixture. आप रॉक को निकालना चाहें तो निकाल सकते हैं, वाटर को सेपरेट करना चाहें तो सेपरेट कर सकते हैं. So that's why this is called the heterogeneous mixture. Now it is easy to understand. If there is the one phase, you cannot differentiate between the phases. This mixture is called the homogeneous mixture. And if you can differentiate, it would be a heterogeneous mixture. Clear here? Now look at the further. Actually, these three examples are the homogeneous. Maybe here you just remember heterogeneous, there are two forms, and homogeneous, there are two forms. And homogeneous, अब देखें यहाँ पे एरर से आपके पास शो किया गया. Actually, it is difficult to further differentiate by your naked eyes from solution to colloid or suspension or the heterogeneous, because it only know the chemistry is involved. It only matters how much the particles are bigger. I am going to try to differentiate by using some logics, so you can easily remember actually what the difference between the solution and the colloid. तो इसमें आप देखें यहाँ पे both are the homogeneous. Solution is also homogeneous and colloid is also homogeneous, because these are the example of the homogeneous. Now what is the difference? The difference is the particle size. Solution has the smaller particle and the colloid is having the bigger particle. And example, maybe I will you may write down, because the examples over here are not written. Let's suppose it is the mixture of air, different air. This is also a mixture. Why this is called the mixture? Because of different gases. Because of different gases, different compounds. See, these are not the element. They are the combination of different molecules. and different molecules give you the mixture that is called the homogeneous mixture, because here you cannot differentiate how much is the oxygen, how much is the hydrogen, how much is the carbon dioxide. You cannot differentiate, and this mixture is called the homogeneous mixture. This is called the also homogeneous mixture. Now let's see another example. It is the milk. What about the milk? It is, first let's do the practice. Is it a pure substance or a mixture? First it is the matter, okay? It is the matter. If it is a matter, is it a pure substance or a mixture? शाबाश बताएं. हाँ जी, और प्योर सब्सटेंस क्यों मिक्सचर है? कोई बात, शाबाश. हाँ, दैट इज गुड एग्जांपल. वाटर एंड अदर ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स, सही है, जो वाइटनर उसके अंदर है, जो जिसकी वजह से उसका कलर जो आपको डिफरेंट. वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्कस फर्दर डिटेल, बट इट इज द मिक्सचर एंड देयर आर सेवरल एलिमेंट्स आर प्रेजेंट. हैवी मेटल्स आर प्रेजेंट, कैल्शियम है, पोटेशियम है, डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स उसके अंदर हैं, वाटर है और ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं. तो ये तो दैट इज कॉल्ड द मिक्सचर. यही कहते हैं, दिस इज द मिक्सचर ऑफ different elements and the different compounds of the molecules. That's why this is called the mixture. Now if it is a mixture, we have the two forms. Is it a homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture? Shabash. Homogeneous. Why it is homogeneous? Because all the things are present in a single phase. You cannot differentiate how much are there the calcium, how much is the potassium, where is the potassium or where is the sodium, or and where is the water molecule. You cannot differentiate. It looks like a single phase. That's why this is called the homogeneous mixture. Okay. If it is a homogeneous mixture, then we have two types. Is it a solution or it is a colloid? शाबाश, बताएं. अच्छा, इसका भी अभी हम ये भी हमने कहा homogeneous. And what about this? This is the solution mixture. This is the homogeneous and this is the mixture. And the milk, that is air. Air के साथ air is the homogeneous mixture. And homogeneous mixture we have two forms. One is the solution, other one is the colloid. And this is called the solution. The mixture, homogeneous mixture of air is called the solution. ठीक है? नहीं अंडरस्टैंड कर रहे? ये अभी मैं बता रहा, अभी ये नहीं बता रहा. यही तो, इसलिए तो दो एग्जांपल मैंने यहाँ पे दिए. सही. Now look at, actually the both are the homogeneous. Actually the problem is the both are the homogeneous. How can we differentiate which one homogeneous is the solution and which one homogeneous is the colloid? Now I am going to describe this, and the picture is called colloid. Now, what do you differentiate between the air and the milk? कोई general differentiation है आपका? How can you differentiate any non-scientifically differentiation between the air and the milk? चलें शाबाश. एक तो ये लिक्विड, ये तो स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर आ गए. ठीक है. दिस इज द वैलिड रीजन बट नॉट अप्रोप्रिएट फॉर टू डिफाइन दिस वन. ठीक है, गुड. और बताएं. शाबाश. कोई भी बताइए. क्लास में बैठे हुए आप जितना रॉन्गली बताएंगे, आई विल एक्सप्लेन मोर, बिकॉज आई विल अंडरस्टैंड यू आर स्टिल देयर इज नीड टू एक्सप्लेन फर्दर ऑन द टॉपिक. सो इट्स बेटर टू स्पीक ऑन ड्यूरिंग द क्लास. So actually now I am going to define, it is the difference in the particle size. आपको वो नजर आ रहा है? मिल्क नजर आता है? गैस नजर आ रही? तो दिस इज द विजुअल डिफरेंस. तो जितना बड़ा, अब आपको टेबल नजर आ रहा है, टेबल से दूर अगर रखा हुआ मिल्क रखा हुआ, ये टेबल रखा हुआ, कौन से ज्यादा नजर आएगा? टेबल नजर आएगा, बिकॉज दिस इज हैविंग अ बिगर साइज. नो, एंड द बोथ आर द होमोजेनियस. नो, इफ द साइज इज स्मॉल, then it is called the solution. If the size is bigger than this one, this is called the collide. अब आप इसको जो है एग्जांपल जो मैं बताऊंगा वो तो आप कर सकते हैं, वैसे आप इसको जनरली इसको डिफरेंशिएट जो है वो नहीं कर सकते। या आपको इस तरह कर सकते हैं, इफ यू फील अ ट्रांसपेरेंट mixture, transparent homogeneous mixture. Transparent mean you can visualize it will be a solution, and if you cannot see outside the solution, this will be called the collide. आप अभी आप देखिए, आप गैस यहाँ पे है, you can I can see you, you can see me, because still there is the gas, and this mixture is called the transparent mixture. ठीक है, आप मिल्क को आप लें, मिल्क को लेके आप उसे करेंगे तो आप उसकी दूसरी तरफ आपको नजर नहीं आएगा. Even this is also a homogeneous mixture. So this is the general non-scientific criteria to differentiate between the solution and the collide. Now further, heterogeneous, it is a suspension and it will remain a heterogeneous. Heterogeneous, this is the same thing what we have discussed. And sometimes we discuss with the solution, sometimes we discuss with the heterogeneous. So you just focus on what is written over here. And suspension. Now, suspension is the particle size further bigger as compared to the collide and the solution. This is called the suspension, and the example are the paint. ये पेंट आपके पास है, लेट्स सपोज ऐश वाइट है, आपको पेंट ऐश वाइट ही नजर आएगा, उसका ग्रे कलर है तो ग्रे ही नजर आएगा, रेड है तो रेड ही नजर आएगा. यू कैन नॉट डिफरेंशिएट द कलर्स विद इन द स्पेसिफिक पेंट जो है, ठीक है. एंड यू कैन सी द डिफरेंस. पेंट मिल्क और एयर लाइटर है, उससे हैवियर है, पेंट इज हैवियर देन द मिल्क. सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज कॉल्ड द सस्पेंशन. So this is the suspension, collide and solid. If I ask the in examination, you can just differentiate based on the particle size. If you just decide, say the particle size of the collide is bigger than the solution, this is okay for me. Okay? This is the correct definition because I have explained by using this one. And if you give the example, that will be more appreciated. कि आप इसको विद एग्जांपल जो है, आई हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन यू द एग्जांपल टू डिस्कस व्हाट अबाउट द स्टेट्स ऑफ द मैटर. एक सेकंड इसको. नाउ अब आपके पास एग्जांपल्स दिए. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट द एग्जांपल 1 to 12. फर्स्ट इज दी ग्रेवल्स. ठीक है, ग्रेवल्स ये ब्रोकन रॉक्स जो पीसेज हैं. व्हाट डू यू, अब आपने इनको बताना है कि व्हाट इज देयर. इट इज द प्योर सब्सटेंस ऑफ द मिक्सचर. इफ इट इज अ मिक्सचर देन इट मे बी होमोजेनियस और द हेटेरोजेनियस, एंड देन फर्दर डिवीजन आर देयर. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट वन, ग्रेवल्स. इज इट अ, ऑफ कोर्स इट इज अ मैटर. सही, मैटर तो आप बगैर देखे हुए बता सकते हैं. ठीक है. Now, is it a pure matter or combination of different substance? That means, is it a mixture or pure substance? It is a mixture. Why it is the mixture?
Because it's sand or
पार्टिकल डिफरेंट्स आपके पास होते हैं. ठीक है, सैंड्स होती हैं, सिलिकॉन ऑक्साइड होता है, डिफरेंट आपके पास मेटल्स हैं, एलिमेंट्स हैं. या नहीं भी है तो आप देखें कहीं पे कोई आपके पास कंस्ट्रक्शन करके नज़दीक हो रही हो तो आपको डिफरेंट साइज के आपको मिलेंगे. इफ़ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू डिसाइड साइंटिफिकली, यू कैन डिसाइड विद द साइज ऑफ द डिफरेंट ग्रेवल्स. ठीक है. सो इट इज द मिक्सचर. शाबाश. नो, इट इज द होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर और हेटेरोजेनियस. क्यों होमोजेनियस? सिंगल. चलें, शाबाश. चलो कोई बताएं क्यों हेटेरोजेनियस? पार्टिकल साइज को देख सकते हैं. ठीक है, चलें, ये भी वैलिड रीजन है. होमोजीनियस में एक ही फेज के, अगर ये फेज की बात कर रहे हैं, फेज तो आपके पास एक ही सॉलिड है, तो सिर्फ सॉलिड ही है सारा, ठीक है, सिंगल फेज के ऊपर है. बट इट इज द heterogeneous. Why it is the heterogeneous? If you have a look on the morphology, you can find different sizes of the gravels. So that's why this is the heterogeneous. अगर आप उसके अंदर जो है वो डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स की बात कर रहे हैं, किसी में जो है वो हो सकता है आयरन की कॉम्बिनेशन ज्यादा हो, किसी में कैल्शियम सिलिकॉन की ज्यादा हो. दिस इज आल्सो नॉट अ यूनिफॉर्म थ्रू आउट द ग्रेवल्स. दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज कॉल्ड द heterogeneous mixture. That's all. ठीक है. Now move to the other example. That is the salt, NaCl. NaCl is the pure substance or the mixture? शाबाश, आप बताओ, आप बताओ. सारा रीजन बता दें. क्लास में अगर एक्टिव हो गए तो आपके यहीं पे जो है वो सारा आपका क्लियर हो जाए. मिक्सचर है. क्यों मिक्सचर है, चलें बताएं. चलिए, यही अभी कंफ्यूजन, इसका मतलब अभी अंडरस्टैंडिंग में है. सही है. सो लुक एट द कंपाउंड. प्योर सब्सटेंस है NaCl जो है, NaCl इज द प्योर सब्सटेंस. आप नमक की, अभी मैंने कहा वाटर इज द प्योर सब्सटेंस. ऑल मॉलिक्यूल्स इन अ सिंगल आइडेंटिटी आर द प्योर सब्सटेंस. बगैर उसको देखे हुए आप बता सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर ये NaCl नहीं होगा तो फिर सॉल्ट नहीं होगा. ये NaOH होगा तो मॉलिक्यूल होगा. सही है. KCl होगा, सोडियम को हटा देंगे, पोटेशियम लगा देंगे तो फिर भी सॉल्ट नहीं होगा. तो जब तक NaCl है उस वक्त तक सॉल्ट है. ये जो घर में यूज करते हैं सॉल्ट और भी बहुत सारे होते हैं. ठीक है. एंड व्हेन इट इज नॉट NaCl, it is not the table salt. So it is the pure substance. And which one is it a element or the compound? No, it is a compound because it is the mixture of two elements. One is the sodium, other one is the chloride. Clear है ये? चलें, विनेगर सिरका जो घर में यूज करते हैं, चलें बताएं. अगर सिर्फ विनेगर की बात कर रहे हैं, उसके अंदर अभी हम, अच्छा क्या होता है ये वैसे पता है आपको? आप यूज भी करते हैं, स्टोर से परचेज भी करते हैं, इसलिए बड़ा केयरफुली हो कि इसको परचेज कर. लिखा होता है लेकिन होता ये नहीं है. देते आपको तेजाब देते हैं. सो दिस इज दी एसिटिक एसिड. ये घर में अभी हमारी लैब में जाएं, वो 2% पानी अभी आपको बना के दे देता विद इन फ्यू सेकेंड्स जाए. एंड दे आर अर्निंग अ लॉट ऑफ मनी आउट ऑफ दिस. तो वो आप तेजाब लेके आते हैं, खुश होकर यूज करते हैं कि वी आर यूजिंग दिस विनेगर एट होम. तो जो सिंथेटिक है फ्रॉम फ्रूट्स हैं, वो आप जब भी आप जाएं वहाँ पे लिखा होता है जो है, वो आप उसको यूज करें जिसके ऊपर ये कॉम्बिनेशन ये दी हुई है. वहाँ पे इंग्रेडिएंट्स को आप जरूर वॉच करें. वहाँ पे आप देखें, वहाँ पे लिखा होगा कि ये एसिटिक एसिड है. दिस इज सिंपल द एसिड दे आर सेलिंग. ठीक है. अच्छा चलें, अब आपको बता दी दिस इज द एसिड, दैट मीन इट इज ओनली द वन एसिड. दिस इज कॉल्ड द एसिटिक एसिड. इज इट द प्योर सब्सटेंस और द मिक्सचर? शाबाश, प्योर सब्सटेंस. कंपाउंड और द एलिमेंट? कंपाउंड. वेरी गुड. द नेक्स्ट इज द सल्फर. इज इट मैटर? आप पहले इज इट मैटर? यस, इट इज मैटर. प्योर सब्सटेंस और द मिक्सचर? Pure substance. Pure substance element or a compound? Element. This is all about the lead. This is also element. तो अब मैंने कह दिया, तो this is element है तो element ही होगा. ठीक है. Lead. And other 6 one are the beads. जनरल ये कोई साइंस टर्म नहीं. beads that mean which we are, वो तस्बीह के beads भी हो सकते हैं, वो नेकलेस के भी हो सकते हैं. ठीक है. तो ये अब आपके पास जो है, इट इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ डिफरेंट, जो आप जरूरी आप ये आप दोनों में डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं. इफ यू हैव अ सिमिलर सेम मॉर्फोलॉजी, यू मे से दिस इज द मिक्सचर. इट मे बी अ होमोजेनियस. इफ दे आर डिफरेंट साइजेस, डिफरेंट कलर, इट मे बी अ heterogeneous mixture, because but this will be a mixture. Next one is milk of magnesium. This is simple. The you say this is the milk. So milk is the mixture. because this we have already discussed. And mixture is the homogeneous, and in homogeneous it is the, now further you can say it is the solution, because this we have already discussed in the class. So the other one is the sand. Sand is the pure substance or the mixture? It is the mixture. ठीक है, sand different आप जाएं तो आपके पास different variety मिलेगी उसके अंदर. And the mixture is homogeneous or the heterogeneous. अब ये डिपेंड से हो सकता है यूएसए की होमोजीनियस हो, लेकिन हमारी जो है वो हेट्रोजीनियस, इतना सारा गंद उसके अंदर हो. ठीक है, बीचेस के ऊपर जाए तो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द लोकेलिटी विच टाइप ऑफ द सैंड इज देयर. सही है, तो दोनों टाइप है. ये एक्चुअली बताना ये कि आप खुद डिसाइड करेंगे विच फॉर्म इज दिस, होमो और द हीट्रो. एक जैसी नजर आ रही है होमो, नहीं है तो हीट्रो, इसमें क्या कोई साइंटिफिकली नहीं है. कॉपर इज दी, नो फाइनल बताएं. नो कॉपर इज लास्ट बताएं आंसर. कॉपर इज दी एलिमेंट. लास्ट में यहाँ से आप लास्ट वाला बताएं. आप इतनी सारी एग्जांपल आपने कर ली. NaCl एंड वाटर लास्ट में बताएं. देखिए कंपाउंड अभी भी आप इसको अंडरस्टैंड, कंपाउंड एक हो, कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट वाटर. अभी आपसे क्या वाटर और क्या करना है, वाटर और सॉल्ट. तो दो कंपाउंड आ गए ना. वाटर इज द कंपाउंड, NaCl इज द कंपाउंड, एंड दिस इज द मिक्सचर ऑफ टू कंपाउंड्स. अभी आपने इसको आप मिक्सचर यूज किए हुए बता ही नहीं सकते कि क्या है. आपको कहना पड़ेगा दिस इज द मिक्सचर ऑफ NaCl एंड वाटर. तो दो कंपाउंड का ये मिक्सचर है, एंड मिक्सचर इज द होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर. घर में जाके आप देखें पानी में नमक आप डिसॉल्व करें, ये सेपरेट नहीं होगा. You cannot differentiate between the water and the salt. So this will be a homogeneous. And homogeneous में कौन सा आएगा, ये solution आएगा, collide आएगा, based on what I have already explained over here. Transparent रहता है, opaque हो जाता है solution में शामिल, क्योंकि water में आप NaCl डालेंगे ट्रांसपेरेंटली होगा. आप ग्लास में डालें, देखें दूसरी तरफ आपको नजर आएगा. तो this is the solution. You can easily decide which one. And the last one is the, what is the glue. Glue is also a mixture. Of course एक substance हो, उसमें different organic भी हैं, उसमें some synthetic भी हैं, adhesive डाले होते हैं to attach the molecules. सही है. It is a mixture and it should be a glue. भी आपके पास कहाँ पे आएगा, ये इस फॉर्म में या ज़्यादा इस फॉर्म में आप डिस्कस कर सकते. It may be a collide, it may be a suspension, but it will not be a solution, क्योंकि उसमें आप देख नहीं सकते. ठीक है, it will be a opaque. So this is all about the